Here we have a crested honey buzzard, casually dunking its head into a swarm of bees like it's at an all-you-can-eat honey buffet. Fearless, it chomps away at the sweet honeycomb, while the furious bees launch an attack. But the buzzard doesn't flinch. Its feathers form an impenetrable armor, and even its eyes are shielded by a secret weapon, a nictitating membrane. The bees can only buzz angrily as their hive becomes lunch. This bee terminator doesn't care how big the swarm is, it's an expert at wiping out hives with deadly efficiency. Meanwhile, in a nearby corner of the jungle, there's another buzzworthy contender, the yellow-legged hornet. These guys are no joke. Their stings are so painful they could make a grown human cry, or worse, send them straight to the ear. Inside their hive, their chunky larvae munch away on the comb, scraping it with their tiny jaws, demanding food like spoiled kids at a buffet. The worker hornets, of course, have their hands or wings full. Not only do they have to feed the greedy larvae, but they're also busy playing Hornet architects, building new hive cells with wood pulp at an impressive rate. To keep the food supply flowing, foraging teams head out to hunt for prey. A nearby bee colony catches their attention. Jackpot! The bees, unfortunately, are at a clear disadvantage, half the size of their hornet enemies, and absolutely no match in a fair fight. Desperate to protect their hive, the bees try an old-school defensive trick. They start shaking their abdomens in a hypnotic rhythm, hoping to confuse the enemy. But the hornets aren't falling for it. Instead, they hover menacingly outside the hive, waiting for worker bees to return from foraging. As soon as a bee approaches, the hornet strikes with lightning speed, snatching in mid-flight and flying off triumphantly with its prey. Back at the hornet nest, the captured bees are turned into high-protein meatballs, prepared with precision and served fresh to the ravenous larvae. Once full, the larvae begin spinning cocoons, tucking themselves in for their big transformation into adult hornets. Just as things seem, a terrifying screech echoes through the jungle. Two crested honey buzzards swoop down like avian wrecking balls, heading straight for the hornet nest. These buzzards have one thing on their minds: those juicy, protein-packed hornet larvae. With their powerful talons, they tear the hive apart, feasting on the delicious grubs inside. The hornet workers rally together, launching a brave counterattack. But their stingers, usually so deadly, can't pierce the buzzard's thick armor like feathers. It's like trying to stab a tank with a toothpick. In mere minutes, the once mighty hornet fortress is reduced to rubble. But wait, deep in the wreckage, a new queen emerges. With a handful of surviving workers, she quietly begins rebuilding her empire. Because in the insect world, the motto is simple: you can destroy the hive, but you can't kill the hustle.